Hi, welcome to Subdivision and Strata. Just now that you're here, we'll just show you very quickly how to go about updating your profile and adding a new lead. Now that we've got to actually go and sign in to begin with, so none of these fields will actually work for you until you have signed in. So let's go and do that just quickly. Make sure I've got the right password. We've been doing this that many times now. Okay, so now that we've come in here, I know that I'm signed in. I've got my name up into the top here, and I can start to go about editing my profile there, or I can actually go about editing my profile in here as well. So we'll be able to, with this pen here, we can start to open up and actually critique that around. Okay, so we're going to need your bank details and everything else so that we can do a prompt bank payment on the successful transactions as well. Now that we've saved that, let me say that I've updated that, and now I want to actually go and add a new lead. Now, in the early stages here, we're going to potentially change some of these layout and the names, so I'll just go through and I'll put in Anthony, because I may or may not have a company name. It's not a mandatory field, but and I shan't put in anything too fancy here at the moment. So we'll just go through and populate all the fields. Not all fields are mandatory at this point in time, but it is going to make it a lot easier for us to maintain the system as well as possible, for you to have as seamlessly as possible. So we'll submit that. Now that we've done that, what we're now doing is we're now pushing that back in, and then every 5 minutes we'll be bringing this back into the management portal, whereby back at the head office we'll actually start to be able to communicate with these people, for example. So what we're doing now is we're going to potentially be making a phone call against your submission or your referral, and we'll be noting that and logging that as we go along. So you'll have a clear understanding at the same time through your report, the status of the project or the opportunity, and we'll keep you in tune with that as well. Okay, so I hope that that's clear enough for that stage. Okay, all the best from Anthony, and thank you. Okay, look, now that we've done that little introductory part there for the moment, what I want to also add in is that as we're in a work in progress stage, we've also got these sub menus happening at the moment. Okay, the login is possibly not relevant, but I'll come back to that now. Understanding, if you look at this form for a moment, what we wanted was a line of, okay, so at the moment this form's laid out in what I'll call a sideways configuration, username to the left, then to the field to the right. Whereas what we wanted was actually to have the field names above, and we wanted to have this in responsive design based on phones and everything else. This layout at this point in time is not responsive. So what we're doing is a work in progress moving forward. We needed to maintain this so we can start to actually use the system and test. Unfortunately, as I've said that, I've actually done a few of those things this morning. So see, this is quite wide and changing and everything else, but that's what's happening in the background. When we look at the user profile, ultimately what we would like to get to is we've got this editing pen so that you can change your profile there. Up here we can also change it. You're starting to get into what I'll call for my eyes, it's starting to look reasonably neat and tidy. If we can now start to use these field names above, then everybody's been satisfied, is what I'm understanding at this stage. So I'm not going to be able to actually register at the moment because I'm already signed in. So what I'll do is I'll just go and quickly sign out. Okay, so again I'm going to come, actually what I need to do is go back to here, and now potentially I'm a new user and I'm going to actually want to register. So we're going to be able to register now. Okay, so we're going to be able to either A, capture all these details at the moment, or we're going to need these mandatory fields which are above the strength indicator. For this discussion, that's not currently working. So it was yesterday. I'll just put in here, and what will I do? I'll actually do another one for myself, because what's going to happen, this is going to send out a verifying email as well. Okay, but one of the things that I've noticed, and as I type this, is that it's actually, what do we do here? Right, and then I'll scroll down because I don't know the details, I'll call it at this point of discussion. So that's now send ourselves an email, okay? Damn. Thought I'd deleted that. Good thing about having too many emails accounts. At first time I would have thought that one, but sorry about that. Now I feel like I'm okay. So that's username. Anyway, look, I'm not going to get carried away. I've already wasted enough time with that. So look, I'll go back and I'll log into one of my existing profiles. We can see that that's there, and any new user can now start to add it. I'll change that. What I'll do is actually, while we're together, I'll log in and I'll actually change the layout of that field just so that we can show you what's going on a little bit, Martin. Where am I? Which form was it? Okay, so we can start to drag these around, and I hope that that's actually changed that clarification here. And now I'll go and making sure in my head, log out. Okay, so that's true. Hopefully I've changed the layout of that. Now we okay. So that looks like that's all working. When you get here, you should be able to just sort of jump off onto this. Okay, thank you. Bye.